Hi, I'm 12-Bolt Tom. I'm here to show you today the stuff that I'm trying to sell. I've came onto a collection of neat new old stock parts. And what I have standing here next to me is a whole row of new old stock 194 Chevrolet fitted blocks. So by a fitted block, that means they came with pistons, rings, main bearings, and cam bearings all installed in the engine. You'll have to put a crank in it, rods, and a camshaft. But the block is prepped and ready to go. In fact, they are clean. So you can see right here, you can see the blocks that we have. We have some 230s, but more importantly, this is the 194s that we're going to be selling. And right here you can see the GM part number that was crossed out by Studebaker. They took some paint and rubbed over it. I wrote the part number right here for you. It's 3850648. There's the Studebaker part number, and you can see it says right here 6 fitted block. And then you come down to this next one, you can see the GM number again crossed out, and it says fitted block. And then we come over here, same part number. It's actually the GM part number. They didn't get it crossed out very well. 3850648, and then fitted block. So this is one of the crates that the end has been broken out of. You can actually see the engine. The 194, they're stored upside down on purpose. They have plastic around them. This one here has had the plastic deteriorated on the end, but they are rust free inside these bags, and there's a can of EOS with each block. I've sprayed this block down with some rust inhibitor. And some more neat stuff to show you down here to prove that they were sent to Studebaker from GM. So you can see right here it says General Motors Division, and it says shipped to Studebaker Corporation in South Bend, Indiana, at the I can't remember, Ekman plant. And there's another one right here, another tag right here. It says the same thing. So they were buying these, and what the way the story goes is in 1965, Studebaker was having a hard time staying in production. They couldn't build their own motors profitably anymore. So what they did do is they bought GM engines. They bought the 194, they bought the 230 inline 6, and they also bought the 283 V8. They installed them in their cars with GM engines, which I didn't know till about a month ago. So they had all these engines in stock for dealer distributions on recalls. Like if something went bad with an engine, somebody needed one, they would ship this out from the Studebaker plant. About a month ago, I was contacted to buy some new old stock GM parts. I went and looked, and this is what I found. So just to give you a for instance of some of the new old stock parts, here I have oil pans for the Chevrolet inline 6-cylinder. There's over 30 of them. And I have fuel lines. OEM fuel lines for the inline 6 and the V8 to go from the fuel pump to the carburetor. And you see there's over 100 of them. I have valves. I have vent pipes for V8s. I have fill lines. This goes in the intake manifold for a V8. I have those. I have timing chains. I have the California emission style and the normal vent emission tubes. I have intake manifolds for inline 6. I have exhaust valves for V8 and for 6-cylinder. These go inside the exhaust manifold to, it's a heat riser valve. I have water pump bearings. So if you want to rebuild your water pump on your V8, I've got bearings. Lots of bearings. I have timing covers for V8. I have timing covers for 6-cylinder. I have them boxed in Studebaker boxes that are actually relabeled GM boxes. And right here, this is a GM box, and they put the Studebaker right over the top of it. I have oil pumps. I have radiator hoses off the intake manifold. Throttle brackets for the 6-cylinders. I have rods for the V8s. Come down, I have starter repair parts. So the field windings for a starter, I have them in new old stock. I have fuel pumps. I have fuel pump repair kits. I have distributors, complete new. I have every part to rebuild a distributor. the distributor cam that actually makes the points actuate. I have new distributor housings, 6-cylinder and in V8, and aluminum or cast iron. I have new carburetors, so you can see here I have a new carburetor. But most of the carburetors are actually in boxes. I have new coils, every part you can imagine. Coil brackets, V8 and 6-cylinder. I have 4-barrel and 2-barrel parts, all new. So we come down the line here a little bit more. Complete V8 distributors, rebuild kits. I have castings for cylinder heads. These are the inline 6. You can see these are 3 deep. The boxes were in really bad shape, so we took the boxes off. These boxes were in better shape. And then you come down farther, shelf down, I have power steering pulleys, water pump pulleys, crankshaft pulleys, more water pump rebuild materials. Over here I have the V8 cylinder heads, and these are all 283. We have the power pack heads, and then we also have the low compression heads. All brand new old stock. Head gaskets. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up one of these crates to show you. So this crate right here has a 194 engine in it. I'm going to open it. This has never been opened. We'll see how well this goes. So you can see how they have a neat little wiring system. So you're seeing this for the first time, same as I am. So this is what I hopefully would sell you if you bought one from me. So it comes with a jug of EOS metal can, just like the day they made it. I'm going to lay this off to the side. Now this is going to be hard to do. Oh, not hard to do. I thought it would be. The bag. So you can see they have some anti-rust paper on here. Lay that off to the side. So you can see in here, the block is not rusty. It has a couple little rusty spots, but this has been since 1965. Comes with the tags. I don't know what they say, but it gives you caution. The cylinder and case incorporates aluminum bearings and is mandatory that full flow oil filter be used. I also recommend that with all my engine rebuilds. So you can see here that it has main bearings installed. It has pistons sitting in the bores waiting to have rods attached to them. There are rings on the pistons already, and there are cam bearings installed. You can see right here there are cam bearings. And this is all GM. This is not some Jasper engine. This is real GM parts right here. And if I understand right, in one of my other ones that I opened up, there was an extra stud laying loose in here for installing the oil pump sump, the pickup tube. I don't see it in this one yet, but it's probably around here somewhere. So this is the break-in, what they recommend for break-in on this engine when you put it together. So this is what I'm going to be selling. I'm going to be listing these on eBay, and good luck. I have 44 of them. So, well, you know, this is a good chance for you to be buying a new old stock. You might use it as a coffee table in your house. You might be building it for your Chevy 2 Nova. You might be putting in a pickup truck. But it is a brand new engine. You just have to fit some parts into it. I do have other parts I can supply. I can supply a crankshaft. I can supply rods. But these are limited. I'm not going to have a lot of these, and they'll go pretty quick. And I'm going to have the price really cheap, so take your chance. Shipping's probably going to be around $100. Okay, that's all I got for you today, guys. So enjoy my little hoard of parts, and maybe there's something here that you want. I don't know. Thank you.